I'm here in Dallas, Texas today with one of our top real estate investors, Carlos.
Hi, Olivia.
So nice to have you here.
Thank you. It's a pleasure being here, and thank you for inviting me.
Yes, of course. Do you mind stepping in my office?
I would love to step in the office.
Perfect. Come on in. Carlos, thanks so much for being here. What were you doing before you became a real estate investor?
First of all, thank you for inviting me. And my previous, what I was doing before this, I used to be in the car business. I spent 14 years in the car business. I've done everything from a general sales manager to a finance manager as well. So a lot of experience there.
Carlos, what made you interested in real estate?
What made me interested in real estate is the opportunity for the freedom of life. You know, we work, and most people get stuck on that path and being able to work for somebody else. But I wanted more. I wanted an opportunity to work for myself, to not be tied down to anything. So freedom is what got me interested in real estate, and I saw that this program with Phil and Shanoa was my shot and my opportunity, and I just took it and ran with it.
And from all the other careers, why real estate?
Real estate is something that I've always attracted me. For many years, I've been attracted to it. Started by buying a couple of rent homes, and it's something tangible, and it's something that I have passion for it. Because I believe that if you can make it in anything, the first thing is you gotta have passion for something. If you don't have passion, it is too hard to make it.
Well, I completely agree with you. And how did you discover our network?
The way we discovered the network is actually my wife. My wife knew that I wanted to look for something else. And my wife and I, we started talking about, let's sell some rent houses. Let's get into the apartment business. But we didn't know how to start. So we ran across Phil and Shanoa's program, and we came to a 3-day seminar. You know, the funny thing is that I was only able to go to the first day and the third day. I missed the second day because I had to work. But I got enough of it where I saw that they knew what they were talking about. They had the right coaching in place, and I knew that if I was gonna do something, I needed professional help. And that's when I knew that this was the place for me to be at.
But when you came in and stayed with us, what was your aha moment?
The aha moment was when I saw that they had something in place where you had the right coaching, where I was gonna have, and I have, the right contacts. I was gonna have the opportunity to work with somebody individually as a professional here in Dallas. And it was not gonna be a conversation that I had to deal with over the phone or just video. So it was gonna be people that I could deal with them directly. And I knew that it was possible because I saw a lot of people being able to do it. And I knew if they could do it, I could do it.
We are ready to see this amazing project, and we are going to start with our drone video. So Carlos, please share with us about this neighborhood.
Yes, this property is it's actually one of my favorite properties, and I really enjoy flipping in this neighborhood. This is part of Dallas, Central Dallas. This house is located 10 minutes from downtown, 5 minutes from the main freeway, 5 minutes from Mesquite. So there's a lot of jobs in this area. Schools are close to it. Like I said, main freeways are close to it. But this is a great property. I picked this up with a seller that he used to actually own it. He was renting this house out. He had some issues with the tenants. He had to evict them, and unfortunately they vandalized the house. They took a lot of the copper from all the plumbing. They cut the electric out. They stole the AC system. They broke some windows. So at this point, he's like, I gotta sell. The great news is that that person referred me to him. It was a friend from my previous career referred me to it. So once I knew where the property was at, and as you can see by the video, it's a very populated area, nice established neighborhood. This particular neighborhood is surrounded by trees, families, and I knew I had to have it. And you know, the numbers worked out. Calculated my numbers based on the program that Phil and Shanoa showed us how to do. Because if you want to become a great investor, you better stick to the formula. And so the numbers worked out, and started talking to the seller directly, and we ended up agreeing on it. And that's how I ended up. And as you can see by the drawing now, there's a school right there. There's a football field. You can actually see Dallas, this downtown from there. So when I say this property is real close, that's the reason I like flipping in this area. It's just very well close to the city, and properties like this, they sell very fast.
How long does this house stays on the market?
A house like this stays in the market less than 30 days, and probably even less than that. Many times in a week we'll have a contract on it. Now, there's a combination of things, not only because it's in a well area, but the price point as well. When you put a house in the market less than 300,000, they sell fast.
How many houses have you flipped on that neighborhood?
I've probably done about over 20, but in Dallas-Fort Worth, I have done over 60 houses already, just in a little bit over 4 years. So when I say I'm a full-time investor, I'm a full-time investor.
Now we are ready to see the inside of this project, and I'd love for you to share what you are doing on this renovation.
I'd be more than happy to. As you can see, just starting off the house, there's a lot of dirt in the front. The very first thing you want to do as an investor, you got to get your foundation checked. Sure enough, I had it checked. I saw some cracks on the doors, on the walls, and man, we ended up putting like 40 pillars on this thing. It's a lot of work, but you have to do that first, because if not, you're just going to spend so much money on everything else. But as you can see by there, we're gonna put all new flooring throughout the house, living room, so right here in the hall. As you see the video and it's turning, you're gonna see that the restroom's already been taken apart. The plumbing was also tore out, so we're gonna have to replace the copper. We're gonna raise the shower. I don't know why they used to make them so short in the past. So we're gonna raise the shower. We're gonna paint the entire house as well. A couple of the windows that were broken, we're going to replace those. We're also going to replace all the doors. All the doors are a little outdated. People want new now. We're going to go with 6-panel doors. We're going to replace all the electrical outlets. The box on this particular house is Federal Pacific, and if you don't know that, that's a hazardous. So investors, if you see a Federal Pacific electrical box, change it. So that's one of the things we're going to do. We're gonna put, both restrooms are gonna have brand new tile, new tubs, new toilets, new plumbing. So we're gonna do quite a bit to this house. As you see the video now, it's going into the kitchen. The kitchen, all the cabinets we have tore out. We're also raising them. We're gonna put taller cabinets and longer cabinets. This is the laundry room. Also plumbing has gotta be done. Even the garage is going to be redone, because on a house, people want to move in, they want to have a fresh, great looking home. And that's what we're going to do here. We're going to give them a fresh looking home. And so when they walk in and we move in, they have no worries about anything. Look at this. We're even doing a new fence. We're even going to put a new fence. That way they don't have to go in there and start spending the money. And if you do a flip right, and you don't mind spending the money on it, as long as you do your numbers right, you will sell the property quick.
So now let's go over the numbers. How much did you purchase this property for?
This particular property we purchased for $165,000.
And what is the renovation?
We're gonna try to keep budget under $40,000.
So, and what is the sales price for this particular property?
This particular property, we're expecting a sales price of $285,000, possibly $295,000.
So what is your profit on here?
We're looking to make at least around $40,000 to $45,000 on this property.
How long do you think it's going to take for you to get this house back on the market?
This particular house, we want to have it back on the market in 45 days. So that's why by the time we found it and we closed within a week. And in 2 days, I already have my guys working there. That's the reason you see already cabinets ripped out, foundation being done, because we're trying to move quick. We're buying this property during the summer, and I want to get it in the market before December even comes close to us.
Wow, so under 2 months you will have this back on the market, and your profit is going to be around 400 plus.
Yes, so by the time it's all said and done, by the time we close, we fix it, we put it on the market, and we close it, I'm trying to get this done within 90 days. So if you have a team in place, you can get it done quick.
And how did you find this particular project?
People know that I'm a real estate investor. So an individual that knows me from my previous career in the car business knew this particular seller and knew the issue that we're having. So they put us together. So yes, Social media works, and networking is probably about one of the most important things I tell investors. Go out there and network and meet people.
And I think when the network for the right people.
Absolutely. You have to put yourself out there. You have to let people know what you're doing. And not only that, but when they do send you a referral and you do get a deal, go back and take care of them, because people will remember that. When they remember that, they'll keep you in mind for more opportunities. The bigger network, the more opportunities you have.
Please share with us, how much has real estate actually transformed your life?
Real estate has transformed my life. I'm self-employed, I work for myself. I don't worry about clocking in or clocking out. Whether Saturday or Tuesday, I get them mixed up because every day is a weekend for me. So it's given me a freedom of life.
Carlos, how many deals have you done since you became a real estate investor?
I have done over 60 deals since I became a full-time real estate investor.
Do you mind share with us, how much money have you made since you became an investor with us?
I don't mind. I've made well over $2 million.
I know your dream, but you ever thought that your dream could become reality?
I actually did, and I think that's an important thing. You have to believe in yourself, and you gotta know it's out there.
Were you able to quit your job at this point?
Yes. I did quit my job, full-time real estate investor. I don't clock in for anybody, whether it's, now I can take multiple vacations a year instead of just 1 week. We do travel quite a bit, my wife and I, maybe too much sometimes.
Are you one of those people, even when you are on vacation, you can do some management on your project, get some calls? Are you that person, or you turn off your phone?
No, I'm that person. Actually, let me give you an example. Just last month, I took my wife to Italy for her birthday. One night we're at dinner, I'm actually signing a contract of a property that I purchased. So at dinner, I'm buying a property online while having dinner with my wife. But it's not work, it's passion. We enjoy it, we love it, we make money, it works.
By the time you come back home, the trip was already paid, but we just double pay for the next one.
Yes, yeah, the money that we made from that deal paid for the whole trip and more. And did it while being on vacation.
Carlos, who would you like to thank for you to be here today?
You know, the first person I'm going to thank is my wife. She's really encouraged everything we do. More than anything, we help each other grow, and we're not scared. Second, the network that Phil and Shanoa has put us together has really helped me develop. There's just so many people that this network has helped, and that's what it's about. You gotta have people around you, you gotta have a network in order to grow. So that's what it's about.
And they don't just there to help, but they grow as a family.
When we do have a question or something we don't understand, we'll just go on our network on Facebook. And you go in there, you put the question, and guess what? People are answering it right away. So anytime I need something or have a question I'm not sure, I'll put it on there, and people right away are responding to it. Great network.
What advice would you give for anyone that are thinking about changing or their careers or starting a new career? What do you recommend?
Don't be scared. You got one life. One of the things you don't want to do is you don't want that day to come when you're in your resting bed and you start having regrets of things that you wish you would have done. Go for it. It's okay if you fail, if you mess up, but at least you know that you gave it all you got. And don't quit. Go after it. Don't quit. Have passion for it. And just don't be scared. Go into it 100% with passion and just believe in yourself.
Do you think real estate would be a good path, and the why would be a good path for someone to start it out?
I think real estate is a great large field that many people can get in different angles. It's not just one thing. Even my brother started being in real estate now. Actually, I have two brothers that now are in real estate.
That is coming in for the ride.
They actually came in first. They got their license as an agent, started making some money there. The next phase is I have a project that we just closed on that we're gonna start next week that I'm partnering with my brother. He found the deal, so we come in, so yes, real estate's a great field. I recommend it for anybody that wants out there. But just don't be scared and find a good network, find a program like this, surround yourself with good people, and trust the process.
Carlos, where are you from?
I'm originally from Mexico.
How long have you been living in the U.S.?
I got here to Mexico when I was 10 years old. So I've been here a little over 30 years, but I come from very humble beginnings.
What do you mean when you say humble family?
Well, I come from a very, very small town. When I left my town originally, there's no running water, no electricity. Money wasn't used a lot. Like, we grew our own corn, so we would trade buckets of corn with other families for corn, for maybe beans or fruit. So that's how a lot of our exchange.
But where did you find the anchor? Where did you find that ability to believe in yourself, that you could change, and you could be who you are today and keep growing?
I saw that through my parents. My parents, they're immigrants. They came up here. They got a house. They started building something for themselves, and I knew the sacrifice they made. And because I knew that and I recognized that, I knew I was in a great country with a great opportunity. And they gave me the chance. They brought me here, so it's up to me to do something with it. And I've always believed in myself. I always knew I could do something. Thank God for this program, for real estate. It's going in the right direction.
Regardless where we come from, you have to believe in yourself and don't lose your foundation.
I agree with 100% with you, Olivia. I think that is the most important thing. You have to believe in yourself, and you gotta know it's possible. You gotta treat people right. If you do things with bad intentions, karma has a way of teaching you lessons.
So who started with real estate first, you or your brothers?
Actually, the very first person that got her license was my wife.
How long did it took for your brothers to come along and I want to do what you're doing?
Once I was a real estate investor for 2 years, my older brother says, I'm coming in. He went in there and he got his license too because he wanted to have some income and get closer to investing.
Now they're seeing your result, and now they're coming for the ride as a family and keep growing together and getting to know each other even more because you are on the same field.
They made that huge move. So our next move was like, okay, how do we become entrepreneurs? How do we become self-employed? And when I started making moves and when I went through the hard part, my brother started seeing it, and now I have 2 brothers that are in real estate, and I'm sure we're gonna grow together from there.
How does it feel to have that background, growing up on that little town, and be a multimillionaire?
The money will come. But it's not just about that. It's being in a position to be able to travel, to be able to take care of family when you need to. So yeah, it's a great feeling. It's a great feeling not have to worry about Sunday that I have to clock in on Monday. So that's a great feeling.
Do you mind stepping outside with us? I have a surprise for you.
Yes, I'll be happy to.
Carlos, you've been recognized with a House Flipping People All-Star Real Estate Investor here in Dallas, and this is our gift for you.
Thank you very much. It's an honor being part of this team, part of this network. I really appreciate everybody that's helped me through the process. Thank you, Olivia.
Thank you, and this is a little gift for us.